So one of the things that I think is really interesting is what are the considerations for self-care as we think about creating well-being, as we think about flourishing and fostering well-being. One of the things we always hear is that we should slow down. Self-care is always about slowing down, and that may be true for you. You can also give yourself permission to speed up. Sometimes we want to do more. Sometimes we feel stimulated by the more in our life. Sometimes you're busy doing lots of things, but there's that new opportunity that comes up and you think, oh, I would love to do that. Give yourself permission to speed up. You may very well need to slow down from a self-care perspective, but speeding up may also be a really good solution. So be intentional about making that choice and be intentional about the activities that you choose to engage in. Here's another one that I think is especially interesting in terms of self-care, and that's time alone versus time with others. The self-care narrative tends to tell us that self-care is always about being alone. Get away from your people, be alone, have time apart. And that may absolutely be true for you. And if it is, that's terrific. And go for it and go with your bad self on that. And if you're a person who really, really gets energy that feels more fulfilled when you're with others, give yourself permission to do that. And I think we can also be selective here about the others in a really constructive way. So there's a wonderful poll that was done nationwide with about 40,000 people, so really large sample size. And lots of people were reassessing their priorities as a result of all that we've been through over the last couple of years. Lots of people, 57% said, you know what, my network is smaller. 31% of people said, I feel like I have a better sense of who I can actually count on. And 48% of people said that they called their friends, not just their list of friends on Facebook or their list of connections on LinkedIn, but literally who they were spending time with. In a really appropriate and constructive way, they said to themselves, who are the people who energize me? Who are the people who need my support? Who are the people that I really want to spend time with? And so this idea of really being selective about whether we're alone, whether we're with others, with whom we're spending time is a great way to think about self-care. Be with your people when you want to, be selective about your people, and support others. Here's something else. When we are supporting others, that is significantly correlated with happiness and well-being. We absolutely need support ourselves as well, and we need to be able to ask for it. And when we're giving, that is also correlated with happiness, joy, and a sense of well-being. So here's a question for you. To what extent have your circles of friends changed over time? They've become smaller, they've pretty much stayed the same, or maybe they've become bigger. So just give that a minute of thought and think about who are those people that you value most and who value your support as well.